Okay. I am very proud to be in the Real Slim Shady video, and yes, I'm the nurse at the beginning with the other nurse who is a little person, and she was wonderful. We worked together all day. This, believe it or not, was one of those gigs that I thought I was too busy to take. So I was on a TV series at the time working Monday through Friday. It was a one-day gig, and they called and they said, can you come in on a Saturday? You guys, I was such a bitch because they offered me, I think, $500 or something, but I remember thinking, like, I'm an actress. What do I care about being in a music video? And so I go, I'll only do it for $10,000. And they did it. Eminem was kind of the king of that. I show up, and it was on this set somewhere in Hollywood. And in the video, get this, they put out a casting call, and I don't even know if they paid these kids. They had lines of maybe like 50 to 100, like, I don't know, like 20-year-old guys or 25-year-old guys, however old Eminem was at the time, that volunteered to all cut their hair and dye their hair to be copies of Eminem. Like, they didn't AI it. They didn't CGI it. They had actual human beings that all were like, I'll do it. I worship him so much. I'll do anything to look just like Eminem. So the video was directed by a guy named Gary Gray and another guy named Dr. Dre. Perhaps you've heard of him. So I play the nurse, and I get all ready in hair and makeup, and I'm in my nurse outfit. But I want to see what Eminem is like in real life, right? Because of course I want to tell you guys. So I remember just taking a folding chair, finding some shade, and parking my ass right outside where Eminem could not get past me. Whatever time he was going to show up, he was going to have to do the perp walk past me and see if he made it into the act or not, which, by the way, of course he did. So he was very late, and I remember thinking, okay, this is exactly what I think like a pop star would do in at the height of his career. Although he's had a pretty long and successful career. So he shows up, and then we were on the set, and I was surrounded by all the other actors that were playing either people that were in the asylum with Eminem, or the young guys that looked like Eminem, and they would say stuff like, okay, go rough him up. And I was like, you want me to go rough up Eminem? And they're like, yeah, just, you're the nurse. You're trying to kind of wrangle him in. So I remember the first time I went up to him and I said, hi, my name's Kathy. I said, I'll be touching you. They want me to rough you up. And he was like, oh, yeah. And he said, I'm Marshall. And his name is Marshall Mathers. And I said, nice to meet you, Marshall, and congratulations on your success, or whatever I said. But I will tell you, he was very professional and very nice. And eventually, I got the nerve to go up to Dr. Dre and just say, this is really, really fun. What made you think of me for this role? And he said a line I'll never forget. Snoop said, you're funny. Yeah, I got the job from Snoop because I had done another gig with Snoop Dogg, and he was really fun, and he played along with this joke, and so Snoop got me the gig.
Tell the world.
Okay, so I was hosting the Billboard Music Awards, and I needed someone to do a bit with me, and I needed a guy to make out with me. So I went into Snoop's room, and then I did a lot of sort of air swimming to get past the smoke, and then I recognized him, and I said, would you make out with me for a bit? And he went, sure. And so we made out. I went French and you didn't. So he was doing a stage kiss.
I went Italian. You didn't tell me you was going French.
I know a window, Snoop. And then months later, I got called to do a part in the Eminem Real Slim Shady video. And it was directed by Dr. Dre. And I said to him, what made you guys think of me? I played the nurse in that video. And Dr. Dre said, Snoop said you were really funny. So Snoop got me a job on an Eminem video. What about that? That's a friend. Thank you. That's a friend.
That's why I'm in the Real Slim Shady
So
video.
anyway, sure enough, a few months later, I get this call saying, a job offer to be in an Eminem video, and I thought, well, that's very exciting, and who doesn't want to meet Eminem, right? So I said, okay, what do I do? And they said, well, we need you to lip sync part of the song. So I said, okay, send me the tape, because the job was the next day. So they send me the tape, and I call them back, and I said, I only got like 20 seconds of the song. And they said, yeah, that's all we could release for security reasons. Like, I'm not going to be on the corner of Hollywood and Vine like, hey, bootleg, Eminem, hey, $5. So I show up the next day, and And I'm all about watching Eminem's every move. So I put on my nurse outfit and I get all dressed and I just pull up a folding chair on the set because I'm not going to miss a thing. All right, so finally he shows up. And there he is, in all his Eminem glory. First of all, he's like 5'7". He weighs about $110. And remember when he was gonna kick Moby's ass at the Video Music Awards? I would love to see those two ladies have at it because